Good Wednesday evening and welcome to the NCWLIFE Evening News. I'm Grant Olson. Before we get what's making news today, let's take a quick look outside our absolutely gorgeous weather window from this afternoon. How about today's weather? Man, just fantastic. This is a great shot from our Waterville Sky-Fi Tower camera, looking down, of course, at the beautiful Columbia River, and just off to the right side of your screen, parts of Eniad. Boy, and just still a little bit of snow left on the hilltops there, but lots of blue skies and warm weather today. We're going to be warm tomorrow too, but the difference between tomorrow and today, yeah, those breezy winds will return, especially for you viewers in Okanagan County, also Waterville Plateau and the Columbia Basin. You will see most of the wind tomorrow, while here in the Wenatchee Valley, a lighter wind, but temperatures will still be mild. But big changes coming in this weekend, and we'll talk more about that coming up a little bit later on. And now here are a few of the stories we're following for you tonight. An Okanagan County man convicted multiple times for failure to register as a sex offender had his latest conviction overturned this week. We'll tell you why. The Wenatchee City Council could vote tomorrow to end the local COVID-19 state of emergency. And the Washington State Legislature just approved a bill requiring police to intervene if they see a fellow officer using excessive force. But first, our top story tonight. A 40-year-old Moses Lake man is in custody after he was allegedly caught with a stolen motorcycle and then barricaded himself inside a rural Soap Lake home last night. Robert Gerald Gwynn faces possible charges of possession of a stolen motor vehicle, resisting arrest, and residential burglary. He allegedly fled police on a stolen motorcycle from Ephrata to the Soap Lake area and then locked himself in a mobile home. The standoff between Gwynn and local police lasted about 3 hours. Grant County Sheriff spokesman Kyle Foreman offered some details last night.
This afternoon, we had a barricaded subject inside a home on Road B.5 Northeast, just southeast of Soap Lake. The subject refused to come out of the home for several hours. That prompted the Moose Lake Regional Tactical Response Team to deploy some tear gas into the home, which eventually forced that subject to come out of the home about 7:45 p.m. Everyone is safe, including the law enforcement officers who are on the scene and the suspect. The suspect right now is being checked by paramedics to make sure that he's okay, and he'll soon be lodged in the Grant County Jail.
It's at least the second time that Gwynn has barricaded himself while being pursued by law enforcement. In 2018, he led police on a high-speed chase before hiding in a home in the Larson housing community. An Okanagan County man convicted multiple times for failure to register as a sex offender had his latest conviction overturned this week because the prosecutor demonstrated bias during jury selection. 32-year-old Warren Eugene was convicted last year on 2 counts. The State Court of Appeals says the county prosecutor's office violated rules of conduct when it excluded 2 potential jurors from McCrae's case who were Native American. McCrae is also a Native American. The appellate court says the exclusion appeared to be racially or ethnically motivated. The defendant must now undergo a new trial. The Wenatchee City Council could vote tomorrow to end the local COVID-19 state of emergency. City staff is recommending the council repeal the emergency proclamation issued in March of 2020 by Mayor Frank Kuntz. The move would not lift general pandemic rules like masking, social distancing, and business restrictions imposed by the state. It would, however, rescind orders that suspend non-essential city services, closed parks, playgrounds, and other facilities, and paid emergency leave for city employees furloughed from work. Wenatchee reopened its City Hall on April 12th. Thursday will be the first meeting which the public can physically attend since the pandemic began last year. Well, on Tuesday, the same day Minneapolis officer Derek Chauvin was convicted of the murder of George Floyd, the Washington legislature approved a bill requiring police to intervene if they see a fellow officer using excessive force. The Senate's 31-18 vote ratifies the bill for delivery to Governor Jay Inslee. The legislation would also require police to report wrongdoing by fellow officers and protect whistleblowers from retaliation. It's one of several state bills related to policing. Not all are expected to pass by the end of the legislative session on Sunday. 12th District State Representatives Mike Steele and Keith Gaynor, as well as State Senator Brad Hawkins, all voted against the final bill. Coming up next, 2 local PUD commissioners will serve as officers of the trade group representing public power districts. Washington residents can safely dispose of prescription drugs and vaping products in a take-back event this Saturday. And with the connection to the area, the East Wenatchee Rotary has an Adopt a Road agreement to control litter along the first 4 miles of Slack Canyon Road, just north of Palisades. I'm Grant Olson, and you're watching the NCWLIFE Evening News.
Mary Maids of Wenatchee has been professionally cleaning and sanitizing homes and businesses in north central Washington since 1998. Mary Maids uses commercial-grade cleaners and viricides. Mary Maids has implemented additional safety and sanitation protocols. They are strictly following CDC guidelines for the safety of their clients and employees. For expert help with cleaning and sanitizing your home or business, call or look up Mary Maids of Wenatchee to schedule your free estimate today.
Hi, this is Brian Snyder with Black Rock Asphalt Services here in Wenatchee, your local Black Rock Seal Coat company. Have you looked at your driveway or parking lot lately? Is it gray and oxidized? Does it have cracks that have not been taken care of? Or do you have striping that is pretty much non-existent? Please give us a call locally here, 509-665-9769. Learn more at blackrockasphaltsealcoating.com.
So Pam, how's your mom doing?
She's okay. She's struggling. She'd like to stay in her house, and it's getting harder for her to do the daily chores.
What kinds of problems is she having?
Just basic house cleaning, taking care of her house, yard work, taking care of her medicine.
Mm-hmm. It does sound exhausting.
It is very exhausting, and I always worry about her.
Aging and Adult Care can assist you or your loved one to remain comfortably and safely in their own home. Contact them today to start the conversation.
Welcome back. In another news, 2 local PUD commissioners will serve as officers of the trade group representing public power districts. Gary Arsenault and Ron Skagen were elected this week to the board of Washington Public Utility Districts Association. Arsenault from the Chelan County PUD will be vice president, with Skagen representing the Douglas County PUD as treasurer. The association lobbies the Washington legislature as well as the federal government on behalf of 27 PUDs and community-owned utilities across the state. Washington residents can safely dispose of prescription drugs and vaping products in a take-back event this Saturday. The U.S. Drug Enforcement Administration and other agencies are hosting the event, with drop-off locations including 5 around Wenatchee and East Wenatchee and 4 more throughout Chelan and Douglas counties. Prescriptions, over-the-counter medications, vape pens, and other e-cigarette devices will be accepted. Organizers say safely disposing of such materials that are no longer needed can stop them from being misused by others. The East Wenatchee Rotary has a special relationship with Slack Canyon in Douglas County. The civic group has an Adopt a Road agreement to control litter along the first 4 miles of Slack Canyon Road, just north of Palisades. Last Thursday marked the first cleanup under the agreement with Douglas County, with a team of 8 Rotarians and volunteers tidying up the primitive dirt and rock road. The rural route runs alongside Douglas Creek. You're watching the NCWLIFE Evening News. Coming up next, tonight's features story and your complete local weather forecast. That and much more still to come on the NCWLIFE Evening News. Please stay with us.
As our students return to learn, the need is great for all positions in the Wenatchee School District. Can you see yourself in these hallways? Or helping support students? Maybe you're an excellent office administrator or educator, or you have a love of sports. The Wenatchee School District is now hiring all levels of positions. You can make the difference in the life of a student and in your own life. Apply now at wenatcheeschools.org.
Make being home fun again. Blue Lagoon Pool and Spa has just what you need to bring fun back into your backyard. We have a wide selection of artesian spas and swim spas, new and used, to choose from. We are happy to announce we are now selling Rainbow Kids play structures with 50 models to choose from. To help finish off your entertainment area, we have patio furniture and Komodo Joe grills. At Blue Lagoon Pool and Spa, we have just what you need to bring family fun and entertainment to your backyard. Stop by today.
I'm Tom from Alpine Air Heating and Cooling. At Alpine Air, we think of ourselves as customer service-oriented retailers. When you make an appointment, please visit our store, meet our people, see our shop. We are serious about heating and air conditioning. Carrier and Alpine Air are offering huge factory rebates and financing options for all your needs. Turn to the experts at Carrier and Alpine Air. Call for your free replacement estimate. Heat and air, call Alpine Air, 662-6846.
Save Mart is the place to go if you are in the market for home furnishings. They have rows and rows of sofas, love seats, recliners, and chairs, and a vast array of fabrics and colors. Name brands include Ashley, Best, and Stanton. With pictures, lamps, and tables to complement your new furniture, Save Mart is a one-stop shop. Save Mart offers 12-month special financing on approval of credit. Save Mart also offers free delivery, setup, and haul away in their service area. Serving the Wenatchee Valley for over 50 years. Located on North Wenatchee Avenue, or visit online at savemart.net.
Welcome back to the NCWLIFE Evening News. In tonight's feature story, more than 5 million Washingtonians are now at least partially vaccinated against COVID-19. Today, the State Department of Health says even with those vaccines, new infections are still increasing. In response, the state is ramping up efforts to get those crucial shots out to the public, including to underserved populations.
We are setting a new goal for the state of Washington for 90,000 vaccines per day. So if you remember our previous goal that we set in the winter, it was 45,000 vaccinations on a daily basis we were going to achieve. At that time, we were at about 12 or 13,000, and then we well exceeded the 45,000, and now we're somewhere in the 50s, and actually we're at times at 60 plus thousand. So we've set a goal for 90,000 vaccines a day. That's 90,000 vaccines to be administered on a daily basis. The supply equation continues to be an issue for us. We're doing everything we can to work with our federal partners. We would have liked by now to have seen more steady increases in supply. We have made progress, and we've seen progress from our federal partners. But as you know, because of production issues and other challenges, including the J&J pause from last week, that has continued to disrupt supply chain. So we still remain committed to our goals of vaccinating as quickly and as equitably as possible as many Washingtonians. But the biggest challenge that we have is vaccine supply. So as we set our goal today of 90,000 vaccines, this is an interim goal. It's what we're looking at from a 6 to 8 week period of time. We're going to reassess this goal on an ongoing basis, as we always have. And it's absolutely critical for us to not just be thinking about a quantity goal, but also equity goals.
Time now to take a look at your North Central Washington weather forecast. And boy, I hope you had a chance to get outdoors today. What a gorgeous day all across North Central Washington. Temperatures 10 to 15 degrees in many locations above normal. We were no exception here. And this is the beautiful shot from our Waterville Sky-Fi Tower camera. I'll let you take a look at that. And towards the bottom right part of your screen, that is Eniat. And of course, the Columbia River rolling its way down the canyon there. And it was a beautiful day all over the state. Unofficial high temperature here in the Wenatchee Valley today. How about that? 74 degrees, 64 is now our normal high temperature. Pretty much on target for lows overnight at 43, 42 is normal. Record high temperature on this date was in 2009 at 84, and just a year prior to that, our record low of 25 degrees. Sunrise now after 6 o'clock, or I should say just after 6 o'clock at 6:01, and sunset at 7:59. Lots of light out there, and that's great for beautiful days like this. Let's take a look at your weather for your Thursday now. And the difference between today and tomorrow, besides just slightly cooler temperatures, is we will see a little bit more breeze out there, especially in the Columbia Basin. Parts of the Waterville Plateau could see a lot of wind tomorrow as well. Temperatures mainly in the lower to mid 70s. Wenatchee at 72, Any at 71, and Chelan, you will see 71 as well. About a 5 to 15 mile an hour wind here, but the Columbia Basin maybe gusts up to 30 miles an hour. As we take a look at tonight, partly cloudy skies. We'll see a northwest breeze. Here's that big area of high pressure dragging all that warm air up and then coming right back into Washington State. We'll call it partly cloudy tonight just because of this band of clouds that may stick around overnight. As we get into Thursday then, we talked about breezy conditions, and that's right here. The reddish color indicates the stronger winds. I think for the Wenatchee Valley about 5 to 15 miles an hour. It'll stay mild as we showed you for Thursday in the lower 70s. And then on Friday we'll see increasing clouds as our weather begins to change a little bit. Here's the next weather system moving in, and it'll kind of scrunch down that area of high pressure, really cooling us off on Saturday, and also a 60% chance of rain. This is in the morning, and as we make our way into the afternoon, yeah, a little bit better chance on Saturday that we'll see the wet stuff. Our first real shot at a rain for about 7 weeks now. On Sunday, mostly cloudy skies. Boy, the Intermountain West and western coast just a mess with clouds. We'll continue to see a 30% chance for scattered showers on Sunday, with temperatures mainly in the lower 60s, only upper 50s by the way on Saturday. For Monday, mostly cloudy skies. We're going to stick with about a 30% chance of showers, just kind of messy all over the west. So with that charged atmosphere, we could see a shower or two. And by the end of our forecast on Tuesday, partly cloudy skies, seasonal temps, and that's about 64 degrees right now. But after that, more rain coming. It looks like by Wednesday. Look at the size of that storm, and once again by next Thursday. Let's take a look now at your 7-day forecast. Tonight, 47 beautiful degrees overnight, 72 tomorrow. Watch out for some breezes in the afternoon, increasing clouds Friday, and then our weather really changes on Saturday. Cloudy skies, much cooler, a 60% chance of rain and 59. Then we'll stick with about a 30% chance of rain each day on Sunday and Monday, with temperatures in the lower 60s, and then just partly cloudy and just slightly cool for this time of year on Tuesday, with a high temperature then of 63. And that's a look at your local weather forecast. Coming up next, tonight's sports report with Eric Granstrom and more as the NCWLIFE Evening News continues right after this.
Come on, I'm a certified technician. I was trained to take good care of you.
9. I've only been to the dealer.
I've been coming here for years. These guys are great.
Look around. The BMW, the Jag, the Volvo, they're all waiting for regular service. Well, the BMW has a little computer issue, but that's nothing we can't handle. Come on in.
From regular maintenance to computer troubleshooting, trust the Global Car Care technicians with your import, diesel-powered, or domestic vehicle. Global Car Care. They speak your car's language.
Dankeschön.
Hi, I'm Shauna Larson. I'm the designated broker here at Laura Mounter Real Estate. We are a locally owned firm, and we've worked hard to earn our reputation of always doing business the right way. Laura Mounter Real Estate is continually investing in the best technologies and highest quality marketing. For these reasons, our community has voted us the world's best real estate office for the past 5 years. If you have real estate needs, let a Laura Mounter Real Estate agent show you the difference.
With TV advertising, what we want to do is more deeply connect with the community.
People spot me in different parts around North Central, Costco and Wenatchee, say, hey, you're the pizza guy. And so they wouldn't know that if it weren't for the TV commercials we've done.
We've been here so long that people already know who we are and what we do, but to have that image flash on their television screen as opposed to just hearing it in the radio or seeing it in the newspaper, I just love the fact that we can actually put our finger on when a customer comes in and says, I saw your ad.
It's becoming increasingly difficult in this digital age to know where are your customers listening or watching, because I watch all the different channels that they watch too, like Cooking Channel, History Channel, and so it was wonderful to be able to be on there.
I would say that if you want to do business in Wenatchee, then you should connect with the people of Wenatchee, and there's no better way to do that than with NCWLIFE.
In a world afraid of technology, one man, one show will bring you the newest innovations that may just change your life. This summer, Ray McNeil and your Weekly Tech Update is your Weekly Tech Update with Ray McNeil.
And now it's a sports update on the NCWLIFE channel.
And a happy Wednesday to you. It was quite a pitcher's duel at T-Mobile Park yesterday between the Mariners and the Dodgers, with Los Angeles eking out a 1-0 victory. Marco Gonzalez was on the top of his game, striking out 6 Dodgers over 7 innings. The only run scratched across came in the third on an RBI single by Corey Seager. It was Marco's best outing of the season.
3 pitches, all strikes. Marco's 1-2. He froze him, got him looking. And appealed, he goes. Marco retires this side in order. Strike 3 called, he rung him up. Hit the coach pitch in the first 3 or 4 offerings, man, like they're bringing the tee out. Nobody wants to see the tee. Nice work by Marco. Gets a call on the outside corner. 11 in a row retired by Marco Gonzalez. Line right there, J.P. Crawford. 13 straight sat down. Marco Gonzalez cooking here today against the Dodgers.
Of course, unfortunately for Mariner fans, even more impressive was Los Angeles starting pitcher Julio Urias. The southpaw struck out 11 Mariner hitters and gave up just 1 base hit.
This is 0-2. Yeah, back-to-back breaking balls to start his day with a strikeout. Got him swinging. Couple of strikeouts in a scoreless first inning for Julio Urias. Slurve gets a swing and a miss in his 3rd K already. Payoff pitch. Perfectly placed, strike 3. Eventually he does get him. And a swing and a miss, strike 3. One's head. Foul tipped into the glove, strike 3. Got him looking. He got him with a fastball, and he's matched his career high with 9 strikeouts. Got him looking, his 10th strikeout of the game. 0-2 pitch, and another strikeout with a huge slurve. Golfs one, deep to left. Pollock is there, and the inning is over. Had a good sound to it, but it stays in the yard. And Urias was 7 one-hit shutout innings.
Yeah, 1-0 the final. Now, Seattle did prove once again its defense is one of the best in baseball, with some web gems by J.P. Crawford, Kyle Seager, and Dylan Moore.
Marco's 2-2. Weak ground ball. J.P. charging. No bare hand needed. How about right out of the leather? Crawford flashing that goal. Side retired in order. Line. Oh, he does it again! He does it again! Dylan Moore. Wow. What a play. Exavilo of 1 away. This is right on the button. A step and a dive. Full extension right in the webbing. Right in the end of the webbing. So a couple of great plays from Dylan last night at third base, and tonight, or this afternoon, I thought this was up the middle for sure. What a great play. Marco's excited about it. In play, Seager coming home with it. Murphy, tag, got it. Works out perfectly for the Mariners. 2 outs. And the Dodgers going with the contact play out in front of a breaking ball. An easy play for Kyle Seager over at third. Accurate throw.
So Seattle and L.A. split the 2-game set. Travel day today for the Mariners. They begin a weekend series tomorrow in Boston against the Red Sox at 4:10. Well, Oakland stayed red hot with a doubleheader sweep of Minnesota to climb into first place tie with the Mariners atop the American League West. In Game 1, Mitch Moreland hit 2 home runs. Matt Chapman had a grand slam as the A's won it 7-0. In Game 2, Jose Luzardo struck out 6 over 5 1/3. Oakland shut out the Twins 1-0. In Denver, Colorado, C.J. Cron had a 2-run homer and drove in 5 as the Rockies knocked off Houston 6-2. And Albert Pujols and Kurt Suzuki each homered in a 3-run 7th as L.A. Angels beat Texas 6-2. Well, Eastmont snapped a 5-game losing streak to Wenatchee by beating the Panthers last night at Recreation Park, 16-10 the final. Wildcats got off to a great start, scoring 6 runs in the first inning. Wenatchee would stay in it, however, grinding out runs per inning to cut the lead to 7-6 at one point in the bottom of the 5th.
Infield is back now. Swung on, hit up the middle, past the diving attempt of Skyleman. That'll score 1, maybe 2. It will. Ball is bobbled in center field. Both runners will score. Singleton and the courtesy runner for Schneider come around on the RBI single by Elijah Smiley. Payoff pitch coming. It's a big one. Swung on, cracked in the air towards center field. Running back is Rule. Loses the hat, but catches the ball. Tagging from third base is Byer. Throw is cut off, and he will score. We've got a 1-run ball game with 2 outs here in the 5th inning.
Welcome back. Joel Norman, by the way, on the call here on the NCWLIFE channel. Wildcats would come back and score 9 runs in the top of the 6th, go on for the 16-10 victory. Hunter Rule led the way for Eastmont, going 4 for 6 with a triple, 2 runs and 2 RBIs. Michael Singleton finished 2 for 3 with 3 runs, and Logan Schneider 3 for 4 with 3 ribbies and 2 runs for Eastmont. Wenatchee led by Tyler Skyleman, who was 2 for 3 with a double, 2 runs and an RBI. 2 teams meet again Saturday at Dan White Field in East Wenatchee for a doubleheader. We'll have that here on the NCWLIFE channel. Other baseball action yesterday. Ephrata topped Moses Lake 5-3. Cascade blanked Omak 18-0. Cashmere no trouble with Wahluke 25-5. It was Chelan stopping Brewster 10-zip. Liberty Bell blanked Quincy 15-0, and Lake Roosevelt got by Okanagan 4-1. Girls softball yesterday. Soap Lake edged Bridgeport 14-13. Tenaska took care of Elmira Cooley Heartland 22-13. Cascade clobbered Quincy 24-11. Royal blasted Chelan 27-0. Omak shut out Oroville 12-zip. Brewster beat Lake Roosevelt 13-7. And Cashmere's offense in high gear, beating Wahluke 23-1. Excuse me. A couple of softball games on the schedule today to talk about. Moses Lake entertaining Lake City in a doubleheader. Meanwhile, Wenatchee hosting Eastmont in a single game at Walla Walla Point Park. On the pitch last night, we're talking boys soccer. Wenatchee topped Chelan 11-0. Quincy quieted Eastmont 3-1. Moses Lake shut out Cascade 1-0. Brewster beat Manson 6-1. Liberty Bell bettered Pateras 1-zip. And Tenaska topped Oroville 5-0. That's a look at sports news. I'm Eric Granstrom. Grant, back to you.
Thank you very much, sir. Now let's just go right back to Eric Granstrom for a look at what's coming up tomorrow morning on Wake Up Wenatchee Valley. Eric, back to you.
Well, thank you much, Grant. It looks like I get a reprieve tomorrow morning. Dan says he's feeling much better and will be in this chair to host a Thursday edition of Wake Up Wenatchee Valley. It looks like he'll have a forecast detail for us that we'll talk about that change of weather coming up this weekend. And in sports, Mariners start a series in Boston as 2 of the best teams in baseball get underway as far as the American League is concerned. And then also, will that weather impact racing at WVSO? We'll find out more about that tomorrow morning on Wake Up Wenatchee Valley here on the NCWLIFE channel. Grant?
Thank you very much, Eric. And that's going to do it for our newscast tonight. For more on these stories and other news from around North Central Washington, you can find us on Facebook or our website at ncwlife.com. And remember, if you see news happening, we'd like to hear from you. You can send us an email at news@ncwlife.com or give us a call at 888-6295. I'm Grant Olson. Thanks for joining us. Have a great night.
Boating in the Wenatchee Valley starts at Bob File Boats and Motors. Now you can fish like a pro without breaking the bank thanks to the Pro Mag aluminum fishing boat by Smokercraft. It features a great layout with a spacious bow casting platform, huge live wells, and in-floor storage to safely stow your gear. See the Smokercraft line of boats at Bob File Boats and Motors on Sunset Highway in East Wenatchee or online at bobfile.com.
Bob File Boats and Motors, we're dealing. Bob File's gonna make you smile.
Badger Mountain Brewing is proud to announce the grand opening of our new kitchen. Come try out our new menu featuring fabulous steaks, prime rib, gourmet burgers, and seafood grilled up by experienced meat master Chef Galen Goodman. To complement your mouth-watering meal, Badger Mountain Brewing features 14 in-house crafted beers, an alcohol-free root beer infused with 11 different herbs and spices, 3 different ciders, and a great wine selection. Don't miss out on the best meats and the best brews down at Badger Mountain Brewing, located at 1 Orondo Avenue across the tracks from the Pybus Market.